So, hello everyone. This is your Krishna from Women Today YouTube channel. So, in this channel, we have been interviewing many women entrepreneurs and also working women across different cities in India and also across the world. We are just doing online interviews via Zoom, and also we are going to different cities in India, and we are having offline interviews directly with the clients over there. And also, we are having online interviews across different countries in the world. So, today's our guest is from Shimla. Her name is Reetu Chauhan. She is a very famous yoga specialist over there. So I welcome you, Reetu Chauhan, ma'am, to this today YouTube channel. So please kindly tell us about yourself to the audience who are watching this video right now, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much, Krishna. Hello, everyone. My name is Reetu Chauhan, and I'm a yoga professional, and I'm based out of Shimla. And I've been practicing, teaching, and learning yoga for over 10 years. And I've done 2 years master's degree, and I've studied yoga in depth from a university which is situated in Orissa. So right after finishing my master's degree, I worked in one of the best wellness retreats, which is situated in Dehradun, Wana Enterprises. And then COVID happened, and I have freelanced for a while, and then I have worked for 3 years with a company which is online, Breathe Wellbeing, where we used to help people reverse diabetes. So I have resigned from my job, and now I've started my own business. So I take classes online.
So
So
I
yeah.
yeah, I do understand that you wanted to continue your passion as yoga trainer, making it your professional kind of work. So also tell me, ma'am, at what point of time in your life did you decide that you wanted to pursue a degree in yoga? Because right now, only just after you told that you have a degree in yoga, then I'm able to know that okay, there are do I mean there are these kind of degrees do existing in current market. So tell us about the thing which made you actually choose this kind of degree in yoga, ma'am.
So sure. So I'll take you a little bit back in time. So before practicing yoga or joining yoga, in terms of my studies, I've done MPhil in English. I've done a bachelor's of education, which is teaching training, and I was teaching in one of the best schools in Shimla, a convent school. So I was worked up, and I was stressed out, and I had no time for myself. That's one thing that I was missing out in my life. So I quit my job, and then I decided that I want to study yoga. But my inclination towards spiritualism and yoga is very long. You can say that I was, I think, 17 or 18 years of age when I started exploring spiritualism. So then when I quit my job, then I thought maybe it's the right time. It's my calling, and I did not want to settle down for 1 month or 2 months yoga teacher training. And I was looking for an opportunity, to go somewhere, be there, and study yoga in depth. So yeah, I opted for 2 years master's degree very late. I was 30 plus already. So it was a very hard decision. I had to go all the way from Shimla to Bhubaneswar to study yoga, but it was worth it at the end of the day.
That's great, ma'am.
So
Also you were telling that you also did a separate profession which is totally different
yeah,
from yoga. So please tell us that
yeah.
kind of profession which you are pursuing, ma'am.
Before yoga.
Yeah, exactly. Before
So
yoga, right after corona, you told that you left a job. You left your conventional job and you just started as a full-time yoga trainer. So what kind of job you are actually pursuing? So please tell us
teaching
about.
in a school. I was a teacher in a school in one of the convent schools here in Shimla. So I taught there for some time. But I love the teaching part. Again, yoga is also a form of teaching. I love the teaching part, but there are things that which you have to do as a teacher in the school. So that was eating up all my energy. I was left with no energy to have some practices for myself. So then I took a decision which was very hard to take. And then I left my job, and then I went for this degree.
But you told that you took a very difficult decision in just quitting your career. So tell us
Yeah.
if again you were given a chance to join as a teacher in a conventional school. So would you just go to that, or you just still remain as a yoga trainer, ma'am?
No, I would not go to to teaching line back. I have all the respect for teachers, those who are there, but I love what I do, honestly. And the level of satisfaction that you have, and when I see the happiness on people's faces when they finish the session, when I take their feedback, they're so happy be where I am with me. So yeah, I wouldn't take up any other job for now. Honestly, if I have to take it for good reason, noble reason, I would take it. But I would take it with my own rules. I wouldn't go full time for anything. So I'm very happy. I'm in a very good space,
Yeah,
if I can say that.
yeah, I do understand that you're also just satisfied with your job that as a yoga trainer that you're doing right now. So tell us, ma'am, if your junior who also wants to be, who aspires to be a yoga trainer in the future, is it compulsory that they should have a degree in yoga training, or is it like they can go and get some classes from a professional yoga trainer and get themselves trained within 6 months or a span of around 1 year, and they can just get the job as a yoga trainer? So what kind of advice would you tell to your juniors who wants to be an yoga trainer in the future, ma'am?
So it would be very subjective. I would tell you, I'm always drawn towards academics, honestly. So I have been a literature student for a very long time, and sitting in a classroom listening to the lecture and making notes has been, my favorite thing to do. So, if you want to study, if you want to experience yoga in depth, then you should definitely go for a master's degree, because then it opens up many paths for you as a professional. So, if you have 2 years master's degree, if you want to become a lecturer in a college, in a government or non-government college, then you are eligible to take an exam which is called National Eligibility Exam (NET), and then you can go for net, you can qualify it, and then you can go for junior researchership uh, mm, mm, fellowship as well, and you get paid, plus you get enrolled into the PhD, and then ultimately you become a professor in a university. That's the path that having a master's degree in yoga opens up for you. Apart from that, it's a it's it's rewarding in a way that you get to spend more and more time with books and people, and 2 years is a very long time, and you enrich yourself, with the help of that time. But if you want to become just a quick yoga teacher, then yeah, you can go for 200 hours, 300 hours teacher training courses, and they are also very useful. In fact, after doing master's degree, I have gone for teacher training course in Mysore, because they teach you the teaching techniques. So how to be in a classroom, how to recognize the requirements of the participant. There are many benefits that you receive from those teaching programs as well. So yeah, it's always a choice. So if I want to give some personal advice, if they have time, they should go for the master's degree. Definitely.
Yeah, okay. It's kind of a choice which you have. It's a kind of decision which you can time, which you can take based upon the availability of your time and the kind of passion you have towards the yoga. Because most of the people will be passionate towards teaching yoga, but the thing is that they'll not be having enough time to pursue a degree. And also at the same time, people who
Right.
wants to pursue a degree, they'll not be in
Mhm.
such a great depth that they also wanted to follow another passion, and they wanted yoga training kind of subject to be like what to say, a secondary job. So they'll be having a primary job and they have to do this kind of yoga training sessions as a secondary job. So at that time they'll be like, okay, I can just go get myself enrolled in 200 hours of yoga
Yeah.
training sessions and get myself qualified to become a yoga teacher.
Yes.
So these two kind of
Depends what you want. Yeah, depends what you want. What is it that you're looking for? You know. So yeah, it's going to be a choice always.
yeah, in life everything comes with a kind of decisions that everyone should take because of the kind of circumstances that they face in their life, kind of unexpected twists and turns. So that's what make our life something like which is unique. So also at the same time, tell us, ma'am, being a yoga trainer, do you also have any kind of plans that you wanted to travel different cities in India and also across different countries in the world, and you wanted to do kind of retreat sessions, kind of yoga sessions, by just having different kind of workshops across different cities in India and also across different countries? So tell us about what is your aim and future. I mean, what is your kind of aspiration that you wish to do in future? It may be an aim, it may be a wish, or it may be a new venture. So tell us about your kind of yoga training sessions which you wanted to do in the future, ma'am.
Right. Okay, thank you for asking this question. So when I started off the journey of yoga, I was thinking about, studying yoga for 2 years. When I finished my 2 years degree, then the path opened up for me. Then I got an opportunity to work in a retreat, which was never the part of the plan, but it came my way. I grabbed it, and it was a very good decision. So I learned a little bit there. We learn a lot. So then COVID happened. Then I came back. Then I freelanced. That too has been a kind of experience for me. That was also not the part of the plan. But then it came, my way, and I had to take it gracefully. And then again started working with this online company. I did not know anything of this kind could exist. The company is 100% online, so they have dietitians, they have fitness trainers, and they have yoga coaches. So I worked with them also. And then I got an opportunity in between from Italy. So there was one retreat happening there, so they were trying to have some team members from India also. So I was reached out by a gentleman. He said that, okay, this is what we are doing in Italy, in Tuscany. So can you give us your availability? I said yes to it, without knowing what might come my way. So I went all the way from India to Italy for a month. I took sabbatical from my company, and then I worked there, for a month. So that's how I'm going about it. It's not that I don't have a plan. I want to reach out to maximum people, because I believe that yoga has the potential to heal people inside out, and I am given that opportunity to be the guide and uh, a friend in a way. So yeah, definitely across the world, across the globe, be it here in India, whenever an opportunity comes my way, if I think I'm capable of, uh, giving my services, definitely 100%. I'm not taking a step back at all. So I'm open for everything.
Yeah, that's great, ma'am. So, only people who have some kind of great talents, they will be invited to foreign countries. So, you're also invited to Italy. That's a great kind of
I mean,
honor. And also at the same time, it well proves that you're a well qualified professional yoga trader. So that's what made them to choose you to come there and choose, I mean, have kind of retreats in Italy. So specifically in which city in Italy? Is it like Italy is a specific country, or is there also any kind of parts in Italy? Like, tell us about your experience. What are the areas
yeah, yeah.
you went around in Italy, ma'am?
Yeah, in Italy, now there is it's a hill station in Italy. They call it Tuscany. It's like Kashmir in India. Tuscany, it's a
Tuscany. I have
hilly area.
heard about it. Yeah, just tell me, ma'am.
Yeah, it's close to Florence. So we had 3-4 days break in between. From there, we went to Florence, and then we went to Rome, and then we came back to our retreat. So yeah, Tuscany. I was in Tuscany.
Great, ma'am. So, again, if you are provided with an opportunity that you wanted to go on abroad, so which country you would like to choose, or is it like any country is fine for you? So, tell us about it, ma'am.
Yeah, any country is fine for me if it is safe enough to go to that country. If people are interested in what I have to offer, place is not a restriction at all. So yeah, we all deserve to be served, irrespective of our country, color, gender, So that there are no restrictions, no preferences. Yeah, I would go anywhere, wherever I'm wanted.
Yeah, okay. Do you always wish to open a separate academy and teach offline kind of yoga sessions to people in the future, or just planning to open kind of different academy for your own purpose? Or is it like only you just have plans to teach yoga classes via Zoom online classes? So tell us about it, ma'am.
So I would always continue working online because I know the potential. Basically, I can reach out to more and more people. Okay, so that's one thing that I'm going to continue no matter what. And it gives me the leverage. So I can travel and I can work. So today I'm here in Shimla, tomorrow I can be in Delhi. I take 2 classes in the morning and 1 class in the evening, and I have rest of the day for myself. So that's one thing that I would never let go of. And the secondly, definitely I would want to open a retreat uh, somewhere, I don't know where I can, invite people in, give them some experience, maybe some silence courses and some lectures on yoga. I would also call in some people, give them opportunity also to present their skills as I was given an opportunity. That has added a lot to my professional, front. So yeah, I would also like to give it back to the society, as it has been given to me. I would like to return it back, in one form or the other. So that's my intention.
That's a good, kind gesture from you, because whatever this universe provided to you, you always wanted to return it back to the universe, to the kind of people who are actually aiming to get it. Yeah, that's a great kind of gesture once again, ma'am. So tell us, ma'am, you told that you teach online classes so that you'll be having your own time. You can control your time and you can just kind of do your works in your kind of leisure time after you finish your yoga training sessions via online
Mm.
classes. So how far do you think that every person can learn this kind of yoga training, because yoga is something like which you should do at the correct precision? So teaching
Yeah.
different kind of yoga asanas, and also at the same time you wanted to make sure that the clients who come and have kind of yoga sessions with you, they should have the yoga poses at the right time and at the right place. What to say, if there is any kind of mismatches with the kind of positions in which the body they're doing kind of specific asana, then there will be kind of different efforts which will be coming. So having these kind of things in your mind, how you make yourself sure that whatever things you're training the clients, they're doing it in the right way by just looking at the camera in the kind of Zoom training sessions, ma'am? So please explain about the kind of experience that you made sure that you actually was having a very successful kind of yoga training sessions, ma'am.
Yeah, a good question. So, yes, I must admit and I must confess that the online yoga classes, they have this challenge that you cannot go personally close to the person and then sit down next to them and then tell them that, hey, this is not done this way, this is not safe to be done this way. Okay, so but the kind of yoga I teach is a therapeutic yoga, which is very simple, almost close to the basic yoga, but very healing and soothing. Okay, so you do simple movements, but the entire focus is on the breath. So it's important. Why would I say that? Why would I say that this is the right way of doing when we are doing an online class? So what happens when you get into a pose, into a contortion or distortion? You stay in that pose for a while. No, it doesn't matter which pose you are in. Okay. So you stay in that pose, you breathe, and then you observe. So you observe your body and you observe your breath. When you are observing your body and breath, you observe your mind as well. And then after certain period of time, let's say for the count of 10, I ask you to stay there, then I ask you to come back, and then I ask you to observe again. How was the experience before the asana and how is the experience after the asana? That's how it heals from inside. It's not a very fast yoga, very so-called advanced yoga in terms of how it looks, but it's advanced in terms of the experience. So that's why there have been so many people have who have cured their blood pressure. Some of them have reversed their diabetes, and some have cured their insomnia. There've been many people, those who have where I have seen results. So I can say that the kind of technique, the kind of approach that I have picked has been the right kind of approach by seeing the kind of results that I have received. So yeah,
Yeah, ma'am, I do understand that you verify that you're teaching the right thing to the people by just verifying the kind of after results, by just checking the kind of breath. Breath is the very basic thing which you can do in
yeah,
meditation and also in yoga. So if everything is perfect in that, then you're making sure that okay, you have made them do the right asanas. So that's a great kind of answer from you, ma'am. So tell us, ma'am. So most of the asanas will be like from basic level to higher level. So basic asanas is something like which each and every people, irrespective of the kind of weight, height, they can able to perform the kind of yoga asanas at a very ease kind of things. But when we just go to the higher levels, it will be like a little bit tough, but everything comes gradually over a period of time. But the thing is that when we start going to a higher level, people who actually are overweight and who are just like little bit abnormal, they'll be finding it little bit difficult in doing the kind of yoga poses. So at that point of time, how do you make sure that okay, we can teach these kind of asanas to irrespective of any kind of persons? Like certain people this just have in the mind that okay, better you avoid this kind of yoga asanas. But as a yoga trainer, you should always make sure that each and every yoga asanas should be done by the kind of clients so that they'll be receiving every kind of as you told that yoga can cure many diseases including new kind of many insomnia kind of diseases, diabetic disease and many kind of diseases. So tell us about the kind of teachings that you actually incorporate, the kind of style in which you teach to the clients, and make sure that irrespective of the kind of height, the kind of weight, you make sure that each and every person learn the yoga techniques which you teach them. Please tell us about it, ma'am.
understood. So I have most of the classes that I have taken. They have been group classes. So there have been people of different age group, and different capacities and capabilities in my class. That has been quite a challenging class, and in a way very rewarding also. I've learned a lot. I've learned to overcome this challenge. So let me tell you, how does yoga work? If you look into the research papers, some research says that, which are out there, that if you want to reap some results from yoga, so you should keep it simple and keep the same practice for almost a year. So if I have made a sequence for you, a sequence of 10 asanas that needs to be done in 1 hour, 60 minutes. So if it is going to be the same practice done at the same time, at the same place, then it's going to give results. Otherwise, it might not give you the results. So irrespective of your age, of your condition, whatever it is, yeah, definitely need to. Contraindications are there. There are people who are not, suppose if I have back pain, I should not be bending forward too much. So these are things that we have to take into considerations, which I do. I keep on giving instructions in between, but we change also. Sometimes it gets very boring and very monotonous, and people lose interest as well. But you change it a little bit, but more or less you keep it the same. So you shuffle it a little bit, but more or less you keep it the same, so that you get the same result, basically. So this is the way to go about it.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Also, at the same time, most of the people will be having a dilemma like, okay, uh, most of the yoga asanas at a very higher level. So is it like specifically it should be taught to a specific age category, or is it like even a 10-year-old kid and also a 60-year-old kind of person can also learn the kind of same yoga techniques, uh, regardless of I mean they don't want to worry about any kind of side effects. So tell us about it, ma'am.
Mm. There are no side effects. You can start if you look into books that the appropriate age to start yoga is 12. So children below 12, they don't need yoga until unless they have specific condition. Okay. So above 12, you can introduce yoga, and all the way up till 100 years, if your body is capable. So what happens when we do an exercise? If we do yoga, you are spending some energy. You're spending some energy, then that spent energy is giving you energy back into your body. But if you are bedridden, you can't move your body at all, then you can't practice yoga. Okay, that's the prerequisite. You must be in a condition to move your body. Okay, so I would like to add one more thing to this conversation here, that it's always better to start yoga early, because yoga as a practice is a preventive practice. It's not a curative practice. So what does it mean? It means that if you start yoga early, so there are high chances that you would prevent so many diseases coming into your body. Rather than if a disease has already occurred in your body, it takes a very long time to cure that disease. It might be cured, it might not be cured. So that's why yoga is called a lifestyle, you know. So it has to be lifestyle, has to be introduced on daily basis, irrespective of your condition. So that's why it is introduced at the age of 12.
Yeah, of course. The right age to start your yoga kind of training sessions is from age 12. And as you
Well,
said, you can just do it till 100 years until you're just, I mean, you make sure that you're not bedridden. Even I think if you're bedridden, I think you can just do one yoga asana that's called savasana, which you just do by just sleeping in the kind of flow, because that's the kind of yoga which I learned when I was during my childhood, during my school days. So that's what I'm able to kind of
okay.
remember it. So tell us, ma'am, also at the same time, do you have, I mean, if your people have some kind of online sessions with you in yoga, so how many people will be getting trained from you? Is it like one people having face-to-face sessions? I mean, or is it like 5 to 10 group of people? So tell us how many members can learn online yoga from you at one point of time, ma'am?
So I can I can give individual attention. If there is a class of 30 people, I can give individual attention to 30 people, okay, at one time. Then more than 30 becomes a very big crowd, it's not possible to give individual attention. Okay, I see on the screen that who's doing what, who's capable of doing it, who's not capable of doing it. So it's the best number to, so that you can monitor them. Apart from the group session, I also give one-on-one sessions. There are some people who are not comfortable coming in a group class. They want a session every day to be the way they want it. Suppose if somebody has not slept well last night, they would want some session to, have some relaxation. But then it's not possible to do all types of, one session plus 30 people maximum in one group. That's how I go. But there can be 100 people. There are people who don't care that if they want individual attention or not. Can be more than 100 people, but 30 is a good number where they can be monitored.
So currently you're teaching 30 people at a time in online sessions, right, ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So in per week, how many days and how many hours that they get trained? Do they have early hours like early morning or late night or in the middle afternoon? So at what time they can come and join with you in the online kind of sessions, ma'am?
So I take two group classes, one in the morning at 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m., 1 hour class. In that we do asanas and pranayama and a little bit of meditation. And then I take another class at 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Again a group class. But then at 7:30 a.m. I take one-on-one session. There is one class, one client that comes for one-on-one session. So each 1 hour and Monday to Friday, and I've kept Saturday and Sunday for myself. So yeah, 5 days a week.
So 5 days a week, and you are having three sessions starting from morning 1 hour, evening
Yeah.
1 hour, and night 1 hour. Right, ma'am?
No, so morning 1 hour, 6:30 to 7:30, one group, and then 7:30 to 8:30, one-on-one session, and then in the evening 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. another group class. So two group classes and one-on-one session.
Okay, so two group classes, one in the early morning and one at late night, and in the middle evening that you're having face-to-face sessions. That's great. I do understand. So tell us, ma'am, if there is any kind of message that you wanted to tell to the people who are watching this interview right now, irrespective of the kind of age, like it may be a message to the school kid, it may be to college goer, it may be to a working person or old age people. What kind of message would you like to tell to the audience who are watching this interview right now, ma'am?
Yeah. So my message would be that please start early, start as soon as possible. As I have already said this before, that yoga is a preventive practice, not a curative practice, not as much of a curative practice. So it can help you prevent many diseases. It's not only about not having a disease in your body, it's about having a healthy body and a healthy mind. So it can align your body, mind, and can align you with the ultimate soul, which is the ultimate purpose of existence. That is one thing. That the second thing that I would like to say, that you need not to practice too much of yoga. So if you want to practice yoga every day, then from 20 minutes to 45 minutes would be enough. So minimum is 20 minutes and 45 minutes is the maximum. And then if you want to practice yoga on alternate days, then somewhere between 45 minutes to 60 minutes would be enough for you. But then if you want to practice yoga for 1 hour to 1.5 hours, then you need to practice yoga only twice a week. So that's all you need. So it's, don't take it as another task, you know. So yoga, practicing yoga could be just taking some time out for yourself and spending that time away from your gadgets and from all the worries and concerns that we have, that we see in the world. So take out some time and spend some time with yourself, and you will never regret it.
Of course, there's a proverb called prevention is better than cure. So, before coming and waiting for some kind of disease to enter the body, you can just prevent the kind of diseases by just practicing some kind of things which will actually make your body fit. And yoga is the very basic thing which you should do. Pranayama, meditation, all things are combined with the kind of yoga sessions. That's great thing that you're doing right now, ma'am. So, people who are watching this interview, if you do wanted to get some training sessions from some kind of great professional, our Reetu Chauhan ma'am is there here in Shimla in India, and she is ready to have you in her online classes. She always have group kind of sessions doing kind of things in the early morning and also in the late evenings, like around more than, I mean, after 7 o'clock. There will be a kind of group sessions where you can just get yourself trained, and it's like 5 days a week, and it's like each and every sessions like will be maximum 1.5 hours. So that's a great thing, ma'am. So also, people who wants to see some more interviews regarding new women entrepreneurs and working women, please do subscribe to my channel. Please do click on the bell icon so that you can receive notifications whenever I do post new videos regarding new women entrepreneurs and working women across different cities in India and also across the world. If you have any kind of doubts regarding this kind of yoga training sessions, I will just mention her Instagram link, Reetu Chauhan Instagram link in the YouTube description so that you can just go click it, you can just directly message her, and you can just have your training session scheduled by her based upon your available timings. And also at the same time, if you have any kind of doubts regarding this interview, you can just do comment in the comment section so that I'll be able to understand you and I'll be able to reply to you in that comment section. So once again, thank you, Reetu Chauhan ma'am, for accepting my proposal to join this interview and having, and we had a kind of good session with you, had a lot kind of knowledge discussing various topics in kind of yoga. And once again, this is your Krishna signing off, and today's our guest is from Shimla, and her name is Reetu Chauhan. So once again, thank you for coming and joining this interview, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Krishna. Thank you. It's an honor to be here. Thank you so much. All the best.
Yeah, thank you for your blessings and good evening. Have a nice day, ma'am. Thank you for
You
everything.
too. Thank you so much. Thanks.